Hello everyone, my name is Shakaama. Welcome to my channel. So this will be my final thoughts on the whole truth about Tobuscus. So finally now the other side has come out. The other side being the non-attacking side of the truth about Tobuscus. Both an ex-girlfriend, some actual friends, some eyewitnesses to people who were making claims against Tobuscus have come out and said, on one instance, that what the person was saying was a complete lie. Now, I'm not going to open up myself to liability by naming names, but a gentleman who said that he witnessed the very night that one of the accusers against Toby was saying was completely the opposite of what she was saying. While she was saying that Toby was abusive and blah, 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 he contradicted her and said, in fact, she has mental issues to begin with, number one. Number two, her mental issues were taking over that very night, and she was the one acting out on Toby. Again, it was brought to my attention that even the main accuser in question may have, in fact, abused Toby in front of everybody else, physically abused Toby in front of everybody else at a party. So there were more than just one person there. An ex-girlfriend also came out and said that while she was dating or about to date Toby, a lot of women came up to warn her about Toby, but that when they went to conferences, these same exact women that were all secretive behind his back and saying, and of course degrading his name to her, were all up in his face, lovey-dovey, huggy-huggy, kissy-kissy, kissing his butt. Now, is that for looks or is that to further your career on YouTube? Now, like I said, I don't know anything about Toby personally. I don't know how the politics work on YouTube as far as YouTubers go, but I don't think I would ever go to a conference and kiss anybody's butt. I'd hand out a business card. I would say maybe we can collaborate if we have the same sort of style, but I would never kiss anybody's butt. So now it begs the question, how can you behind his back malign his name to his girlfriend? Watch out, watch out, watch out. You didn't hear this from me, watch out, he's terrible. And then in front of everybody else, act as if he's the greatest person on the planet. Now, I don't hold grudges, but I cut you off. Meaning, I'm not going to walk around mad around you, but you don't exist if I ever feel that you have done anything against me. I'll cut you off if you don't serve a purpose for me. I'm sorry. I'm just that way. I mean, why would you? I have way too many people on my plate anyway. I don't need to be lovey-dovey to everybody. And this is a continuing saga of feminism today, that they feel that everybody should love them. As an adult, do you love everybody? Does everybody love you? No. So why have a whole movement talking about you need to accept us, you need to give us preferential treatment? Oh, they don't say that, but that's what they want. So now the other side has spoken, and it really calls into question the very main person that brought the whole thing out. And then something peculiar happened in her little Tumblr post. Somebody said, you said you saw a Tobuscus toy and the Tobuscus toy set you off, but somebody said that is not what set her off at all. What set her off was jealousy for another woman. Now, everybody says, oh, Tobuscus is not monogamous, blah, blah, blah. Those are just boyfriend-girlfriend issues. However, a couple of points have been made that people who make terrible decisions in this day and age, especially these millennials and these younger people, they make terrible decisions. They don't want to accept responsibilities for those decisions. I keep saying I'm your internet dad, And by gum, if you're going to be around me, you better accept responsibility for everything and move on. You are not going to then turn around and try and call somebody's name out, ruin somebody because of a decision that you made. Especially when it's as trivial as sex. Did you just hear me? You all have trivialized sex. It no longer means anything. Abortion is rampant, day after pill, contraception, you're on the pill, you're on this, you're on that, you can get a shot. Sex is no longer important at all. So why are you getting all bent out of shape over it? And that's what's happening. No, I don't want to hear this, but it was rape. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You made a bad decision, and you don't understand how men and women work. That's the retarded part. I don't know who's responsible for teaching you that. Did you not have a mother at all? Did she never speak about it at all? Did you not have an internet dad to sit you down and say, look, this is what boys want. This is what they will say to get it. This is how they will act. And as your internet dad, I'm not going to pretend that you are some sort of pure maiden that doesn't want it too. So please, when you have women walking around downtown topless, talking about no slut shaming, the most ridiculous thing, sluts should be shamed. That is not something that we want. We don't want our women to be sluts, period. But now we have a whole movement saying there should not be slut shaming. The hell there shouldn't. I don't want my daughters catching all sorts of diseases, hooking up with any Tom, Dick, and Harry who thinks of women of this and that and the other kind of way. Maybe that's good in your house, but it's not good in my house. And I don't want my sons to be thinking like that either. I don't have any children, mind you, but this is what goes in my house. This is what will go in my house. No slut shaming. That's ridiculous. That's utterly ridiculous. It's the same thing with no fat shaming. Fat is unhealthy. Fat is seen as unhealthy. Fat is not attractive. People are attracted to healthy. If you don't understand how men work, and somebody like Toby comes in and goes, oh girl, you're funnier than wine and twice as nice, and oh, can I get you a drink? Can I get you that? You know, I'll buy you an iWatch in the morning. And you go, oh my God, really? And you go to bed with him. That's on you. But here's the deal. It's not on you that you went to bed with him. It's on you that you went to bed with him and that you're somehow now embarrassed about it. Oh, I shouldn't have gone to bed. Why? You're a peasant. Why? Why shouldn't you have gone to bed with him? Let's call us. I don't want to scream because there's people sleeping. You're a peasant. You have nothing special about you. You don't have a legacy. You don't have an empire to run. You don't have a dynasty. There's nothing special about you. If you have sex with Toby or Jack, Jim, Joe, John, whatever, what does it matter? Why are you embarrassed? Because you think of more of yourself than you actually are? You need to get real. I will show you standards. You can't even come close to my standards. So your little standard of I shouldn't have done this because first of all, you're in the gutter already. Do you take a contraception? Is it proper for the man to wear a condom to have sex with you? You're already in the gutter. You don't even know standards. Do you have sex with an unmarried man and you're not married to him? You're already in the gutter. So what's the embarrassment? You're a slut, just like the campaign says, no slut shaming. You're already in the gutter. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not judging you. I'm showing you the difference between real standards and what you think are standards. What you think are standards are not even on the drawing board. You're not even in the football field. You are so debased, so disgusting that you don't even need to worry about standards. And the people who came out in defense of Toby said this is what was going on. And I think what really is going on is that this girl found Jesus. No, I'm sorry. She's found feminism. It's the same thing, darling. You found feminism and now you feel upset that you made the decision that you made between a man and a woman when you are not married. And now all of a sudden you have some sort of standards and you feel ashamed about the things that you did. Now you want to ruin his reputation because of the stuff that you did, and you don't want to take responsibility. That's what I think is really going on here. And all these other women talking about, oh yeah, he treated me wrong. Oh yeah. Notice they're all ex-girlfriends. Is an ex-girlfriend, except for my ex-girlfriends, is an ex-girlfriend supposed to be nice about? All of my ex-girlfriends will tell you, oh, he was a perfect gentleman, treated me fantastically, and we broke off the relationship because he moved halfway across the world. And that's the only reason we broke up. Every single girlfriend that I've had. All loved me. I even, for one girlfriend, said, this guy over here, I approve of him, so you can date him after you date me. Kiss, kiss, hug, bye-bye. That's how I handle things. There's none of this, oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you. I want out of this relationship. Oh, none of that stuff. I don't go through that. I date with a purpose. I don't date because we had sex. I don't date because we're pretty. First of all, you can't even get in the door if your family is not right. You want to talk about standards? You want to feel embarrassed? You can't even get in the door, my family. Your family has to be equal to my family, or even better, monetarily, education. The whole night, everything. Stop attacking men when you have made a decision that is against something that's concocted in your. You live in 2016. You do not live in 1616. Do you understand what I'm saying? Success in your life does not depend on you, A, being a virgin, B, coming from a good family, C, keeping yourself prim and proper. Those days are completely gone. Now you all discuss how soon is too soon to move in together and shack up. How soon is too soon to have sex? Is having sex on the first date too soon? Just complete horror stuff. Please don't be embarrassed, because you're all gutter trash to me. You're all peasants. Oh, he didn't force you to do nothing. He threw the Mac on you and you went with it. At some point you made the decision. Now, another former girlfriend said, he threw the Mac on me. I felt compelled by the Mac. I'm paraphrasing completely because she doesn't talk like this. I felt compelled by the Mac. But when I said, no, I'm not going to go that way, he completely backed off. And in fact, after throwing on the Mac, if he felt any sort of hesitance on my part, he would back off because he said he did not want to force the issue. Now, this is from a former girlfriend who was even still mad at him, kinda, for quote-unquote cheating, which data shows that a man cheats because he can't get it at home. You haven't put it on lockdown with your whorish ways, so he's going to go find another whore for the evening. Now, can you handle that truth? If we're going to put it out in the open, let's put it out in the open, huh? Let's let it all hang out. Why do men cheat? Because you are not putting it on lockdown. Now, I know it might be disgusting, but I got this information from old women. Old grannies. Huh? You think I talk open and without any sort of embarrassment? No, you get a hold of an old granny who talks like me, and you will definitely hear some real stuff because, of course, they're far older than I am. I got this information from old women who said you need to put it on lockdown. When he walks out that door, he should have already been satisfied. He should complain that he gets too much sex from you. That's from old women. As disgusting as that sounds, if you want to live in this world, in this time, how can you have a slut movement and not embrace your own inner slut, right? I'm not a part of that world, but I recognize everything that's in it. They're saying that this girl was jealous, embarrassed about decisions that she made. And I'm saying she found feminism, which said a man isn't nothing and a man shouldn't force you to do anything, which is kind of crazy because their idea of what force means is the Mac. So you can't pick up on chicks. Chicks can pick up on you, but you can't pick up on chicks. If you throw the whole, hey baby, oh my God, you're the best thing in here. You're making me uncomfortable. Oh, really? Okay, go kill yourself. Obviously, I'm wasting my time. Huh? Why would you be in a position where men and women are commingling anyway, right? If you're not that type of girl. And I don't mean that you're prim and proper. I mean that you're a feminist, which is anti-male. And the evidence in this entire case seems to be that this woman is now anti-male. She found Jesus. I mean, feminism. It's a disease, and it's a belief system. It has nothing to do with women, nothing to do with healing the genders. It's warfare, warfare, warfare. I'm glad that other people have come out, and that is my final note on it. I just think this is a terrible thing, and this is the end thing now for the feminists or the women who are being confused by feminism to, oh yeah, he forced me to do that. He didn't force you to do anything. He told you you were pretty. He told you were shiny. He'd like to rub you at home in his bedroom, and you fell for it. And even worse, you pretend that you don't want to get with him because he's shiny and he's pretty, and you want to rub him in your bedroom too. Oh, I read all of the women forums and stuff like that. I'm a journalist. I journalize all over the interwebs. I read the mommy forums, the new mommy forums, the how much are diapers, and if you check my videos, you will see I did entire sections on breastfeeding, entire sections on diapers, diaper costs, cloth diapers, plastic disposable diapers. Yeah. I know if feminism is taught you, any man who goes on those forums must be creeping. No, I take my job seriously. And this is my job. And I believe I'm a very good judge of character. None of you are even at my standard. And I don't mean I'm better than you. I mean, I have such high standards for myself. And it really pains me when you think you have a standard, and I'm trying to tell you, no, just accept yourself for what you are. If you're a whore, you're a whore. And in my book, you're a whore. But like I said, my standard, my ruler, my measure is super steep. That means you can't have sex ever before marriage. Ever. You can't even really kiss and hug for too long. That's my standard. You all are getting all bent out of shape when you live in a slutty, whorish world. The entire world is all slutty and whorish. When your form of entertainment is somebody slipped a videotape of them having sex. Let's get real. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show. And for everybody who likes this video, it's your lucky day. No scam, no scam. I will send you the unabridged version of Shakaama's book of complete etiquette on how to be a gentleman and how to be a lady. Thank you for watching.